Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick tour of Riverside, the tool that I recommend for recording interviews with other people. So let me bring up my screen here. I'll also make this a little bit bigger so it fits better in frame there. So once you sign up for Riverside, and if you use my link, you can also use the code Joe30, and I think you get some amount of money off. I'm going to say 30%, but I think it's like 3 months in certain cases. So anyway, if you use Joe30, you can get some money off. Full disclosure, they sponsored my podcast, and it is an affiliate link you'll be using. But anyway, you can create multiple studios here. So I have one for How I Built It. I have one for another client podcast, Next Level Ops. And then I just created one for the Profitable Podcaster. So to create a new studio, you would go to New Studio. You would name it, whatever you want to call it. And then you could either enter the studio or continue setup. You can also set it to do audio and video or audio only. If you click continue setup, you'll have just a few extra settings here. You'll also see the URL. So you can schedule to make the studio or mark the studio for recording at a specific time and date. So this could be like a one-off studio if you want, or you can continue to update it. That way people can't just kind of jump into your studio whenever you want. You can also specifically invite participants. Participants can be the host, a producer. A producer won't show up in the final recording, which is cool. So if you have somebody who's just making sure everything sounds good and taking notes and things like that, they can do that. You'll have the guest. And then if you decide to do a live show, you can have audience members. So that's what you can do with the studio. Once you create the show, you'll be brought to the studio area. In settings, you can change the name. You can set it to private or public. So private, it's only available to it's not available to anybody who's not included in the recording. That's what I generally recommend. I also recommend requiring guests to wait in the lobby. That way, if you book like 5 people on the same day, someone can't just like bang into your recording with another person, because this link is never going to change. It's always going to be the same link. Again, you can schedule or invite people, and then you can fine tune the settings here. So participant audio recording, you can do audio only. You can use noise reduction if you want. I have not had trouble with this. And I try to keep the recordings like as low processing as possible. You can always fix the noise reduction in editing. The sample rate, I just leave that at the default. And then for video, I choose optimized quality over advanced quality. Here's the thing, right? You can try 4K and HD resolutions with advanced quality. You may have issues keeping the recording though. So I would say optimized. The clip is still going to export in HD, even if the participant is only recorded at 720. That's perfectly fine. These days, most browsers can't really handle more than that anyway. And most people are not watching in full 4K most of the time. And then if it is public, you can choose some live stream stuff. And then there's some advanced integrations down here. So if you want to connect it to Dropbox, you can. So this is just a sample studio, so I'm going to delete it. And if I show you one of these studios in all its glory, let's go to the Profitable Podcaster. So you will have a little pre-flight check here. You can choose. You have to choose one or the other. I'll say I am using headphones. It yells at me about my Rodecaster Pro because you can get echo if you don't set that properly. And then it'll give you your settings here. So your input, your output, and your camera. You can change those anytime before you start recording. If you click Join Studio, now you have a side-by-side view. You can name the recording here, so it'll make it easier to find the files later. And then when a guest joins, you'll see their input and output. I like to use this to make sure they are not using the built-in microphone and that they are using headphones. The headphones is a really important bit to me. people say it doesn't matter now with modern tools, but it does. And to editorialize a little bit, I will not record if someone's not using headphones. Like, it affects editing that much. So that is a quick tour of the studio. If we go back to the dashboard, we can go into, and how I built it, I have a bunch of recordings. So you can see recordings with a bunch of people that are saved. If I click on the latest one, I can grab all participants. So this is combined, and then we have separate tracks. So if I click high quality, I usually do the raw synced audio. My editor handles all this, so I can't really speak to the state of how synced everything is, but raw synced data is usually good. That's also why I clap my hands at the beginning of every interview. And then you can also create clips down here if you want. So if you are recording the video, you can get the full recording and you can create clips. And that's really it. That's the tour of Riverside. I'm a big fan of it. And I think that it's never given me insurmountable or recording destroying problems like Zencaster has. So I love Riverside. I'm really happy with it. It does require Chrome, but most people have Chrome these days. So that's a quick tour of Riverside. If you have any questions, of course, you can let me know.